All right, welcome to 6-8 writing ratios. You have one more lesson in this chapter, problem solving using tables, lists, and charts. So our objectives, we're going to be able to write a ratio in 3 ways, interpret a ratio given a situation, and simplify a ratio. So our vocabulary is ratio. Weird. Okay, so R is on page 17 is what I have. Okay, so R. Now notice we don't have a ratio here. So at the very bottom, we're going to write ratio, page 24. And 24 is that one at the end that you should have filled out with random words that I didn't remember to type. So this is page 24. There's not a letter here. That's blank. Okay, so this is where you have decimal scientific notation, which you don't have until you're in chapter 6. Oh, no, you do. You're in chapter 6. I thought I was doing chapter 5 for a second. All right, so ratio is a relationship between two numbers. And there's 3 ways we show it. We show it once with a colon, once with the word 2, and as a fraction. So we say 2 every time. So 14, 2, 3. 14, 2, 3. 14, 2, 3. There's just 3 ways it looks different. Okay, and for this example, it would be like for every 14 Oreos, Mrs. Morrell drinks 3 cups of milk. Okay, so every time I eat 14 Oreos, I drink 3 cups of milk. Yum, Oreos are the best. Okay, and that's ratio. All right, going to your notes. For the first one, it says, for every 3 pieces of Halloween candy Lupe eats, he gives 1 piece to his little brother. Draw a picture to represent the situation if Lupe had a total of 20 pieces of candy. Okay, so we're going to draw a picture because we already know how to do that. So we're going to have Lupe and his brother. So every time he eats 3, I'm going to do stars because that's fun. 1, 2, 3. If you don't like doing stars, you can make circles or X's or boxes. The stars are just because I wanted to. So he eats 3. For every 3 he eats, he gives 1 to his little brother. So far that's 4. And I want to get to 20. Okay, so 3, so then 1, 2, 3. He eats 3. His brother gets 1. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, he eats 3 more. 2, 3. He gives his brother 1. So now that's 12. 1, 2, 3. Brother eats 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So not quite to 20. 1, 2, 3. His brother eats 1. So I had 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so all we wanted to do is draw a picture. And we drew a picture. So Lupe ate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 pieces of candy. And his brother got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and really we just did a ratio problem. You already did it. Okay, the ratio is 3 to 1. So for every 3 Lupe got, his brother got 1. Okay, here we go. So write the ratio of stars to triangles in 3 ways, then interpret the meaning. So first thing we're going to do is how many stars are there? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 stars. How many triangles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the first ratio I always am going to do is the fraction because we want to think about simplifying. So and we want to do stars to triangles. So in a fraction, we're going to do stars on top, triangles on bottom. Order matters. Okay. So I'm going to have 9 over 5. So I want to think, can I divide those by any number? Is there a number that goes both into 9 and 5? Well, the only things that go into 9 are 1, 3, and 5. Or 1, 3, and 9. So is there anything that can, I can't divide 5 by any of those other than 1. So that's it. So no. Okay, so in a fraction I want stars over triangles. Now I want stars to triangles. So I'm going to say my stars was 9, 2, 5 triangles. And then stars, colon, triangles. So 9, colon, 5. Okay, and what that means is for every 9 stars, there is 5 triangles. So if I kept drawing this, when I get 9 stars, I would have to draw 5 more triangles. Okay, number 2. We're going to use the previous picture, so this one up here, to write the ratio of triangles to total shapes in 3 ways. So we already counted the triangles. There was 5. And I want to know how many shapes were there total, because I'm going to do it to the total shapes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So first I'm going to do it as a fraction. So it's triangles to total. So triangle has to be on top and then total on bottom. So my triangles is 5 over 14. I want to think, can I simplify that? The only numbers I could divide 5 by are 1 and 5. So no, I cannot simplify. So now I just want triangles to total using the word 2. So that'd be 5, 2, 14. And I want triangles with the colon to the total. 5, colon, 14. So it's really important you look at what it says. What comes first has to come first here, 5 and 5, and it has to come on top. The second part has to come on the bottom or the second part here. Okay, then interpret the meaning. So for every 5 triangles, there are a total of 14 shapes. Okay. Number 3, write the ratio of moons to hearts in 3 ways. So we can count how many moons there are. There's 2. How many hearts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I'm doing moons to hearts, and I'm just doing a C for moons. If you want to do an M, that works, but that's kind of what the moons look like. Okay, so for the moons, there's 2 over 12, and I saw that because it was moons to hearts. So moons has to be on top, hearts has to be on bottom. So can I simplify it? And the answer is yes. I can divide by 2. So I'm going to divide top and bottom by 2. So my final answer is actually 2 divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So now those are the numbers I'm going to use to do my 2 and my colon. I'm not going to write out the how to do it though. So it's going to be 1, 2, 6 and 1, colon 6, but we still say 1, 2, 6. Okay? So what that means is for every 1 moon, there are 6 hearts. You can write out the word 6. I don't know why I spelled out 1. Okay, so if I just had 1 moon, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 6 can go with that 1 moon. Then this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hearts can go with that moon. So we can kind of group them into groups. For 1 moon, there's 6 hearts. For this moon, there's 6 hearts. Or if I look at the total, there's 2 moons total for 12 hearts. Okay, back page. Okay, this one says the recipe Noel was using to make cookies called for 3 cups of flour and 2 cups of butter. Write the ratio of butter to flour in 3 ways. So how many cups of butter are there? There are 2 cups of butter. How many cups of flour? 3. Okay, now I want to read this. It says ratio of butter to flour. So even though we said 3 first in the problem, I want the butter first. So I want 2 first. So I'm going to do 2 over 3. Can I simplify? The answer is no. So I have 2 over 3. Then I'm going to have 2 colon 3, which really is 2 to 3, and 2 to 3. Okay, so what that means is for every 2 cups of butter, there are 3 cups of flour. Okay, last one. Number 5. The class has a ratio of 3 glue sticks for every 5 students. If the class has 25 students, how many glue sticks are there? So there's a few ways we can do this. We can draw this out make a table, or use multiplication. So we're going to try each way. So first thing I'm going to do is draw it out. And really drawing it out and making a table are the same. It's just this one we're going to make like X's or boxes. This one we use numbers. So if we draw it, we have 25 students, and it's 3 glue sticks for every 5 students. So I'm going to say glue sticks and students. So I have 3 glue sticks. I'm just going to make lines. 1, 2, 3. Then I have 5 students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then if I have 3 more glue sticks, I would have 5 students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So far that's 10 students, and I have to try to get to 25. Then I can do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5, 10, 15 students. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'd be 15 or 25. So I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 glue sticks. So each time we do this, we should get 15 glue sticks. That's my final answer. I'm just going to show you 2 other ways to do it. So this is drawing it, then a table. So a table, I'd have glue sticks and students. So if I have 3 glue sticks, that would be for 5 students. Now when I do this, I'm going to add 3 more. So 3 plus 3 is 6, but here I'm going to add 5. So 6 would be for 10 students. Then I'm going to add 3, I get 9. Add 5, that would be 15. What that means is if I had 15 students, I would need 9 glue sticks. Okay, now I'm going to add 3, I get 12. That means I would, and add 5, that would be for 20 students. Add 3 and I get 15, and add 5, that would be for 25. So 15 glue sticks for 25 students. Okay, the last way I can do this is by multiplication. So if I think it's 3 glue sticks for every 5, I'm going to say 3 to 5 as a fraction. And I want to know, this is students on bottom, glue on top. So I need to know for 25 students. So I put that on the bottom. And I can think 5 times what is 25? 5 times 5. If I multiply the bottom by 5, I have to multiply the top by 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. Now when you do these problems on your homework, you don't have to do it all 3 ways. You're going to pick which way works best for you. Okay, last one. A ratio compares 2 quantities, which is really numbers. It can compare part to part, part to whole, or whole to part. You can write a ratio as a fraction with a colon. I'm actually going to put a colon, or using the word 2. The ratio tells us a constant rate that creates a pattern that will continue for the situation. So like here, there was a pattern as we went. Okay, and that's it. One more and then you're done.